Many towns take pride in their state-of-the-art libraries, but the citizens of Tipton, Missouri go to their library to take a step back in time.
Mr. Price James owned the house. He and his wife lived here with their two daughters, Olive and Roxy. Roxy married a Scott. Olive married an Ashurst, and that is why this partition is named Olive Ashurst Edition. The whole library is named the Price James Library.
Marcia Nelson is the librarian at the Price James Library. She has worked at the library for 21 years.
We haven't structurally changed anything in the old part. The new part, of course, we had to tear off a couple partitions that had fallen in bad repair and actually added a new wing, which is the children's and audio-video section.
Before Price James moved in, the house belonged to a rather colorful character.
Tipton Seeley was his last two names, and he owned the lot, and he had a house built here, and he was taking some sort of medication that turned his skin blue. And this was back in the early 1800s, maybe even the late 1700s. Because the medication turned him blue, he had a lawsuit, or that he got money awarded to him because of his condition, and that's how he actually purchased the house that is standing back there now.
Mitchell Moon serves at the library as a volunteer and has done so for about 5 years.
The library was built in the late 1800s and was originally a mansion. Then kind of around near the 1900s, it then turned into kind of a hotel, boarding house, you could call it. And then, I believe, in the later 1900s, then it became the Price James Library after the family donated it to the community.
Though Olive Ashurst has been gone for many years, it may seem as though she hasn't really left.
The house is very old, of course, and so there's all kinds of creaks and groans, and you work here at night, and if you have a vivid imagination, you could almost see Miss Ashurst walking around in her back rooms back there if you use your imagination.
The Price James Library provides services to people of all ages in Tipton and the surrounding areas.
I think our library has many features that are unusual to libraries nowadays because we're not a modern library. We are the old house. We kept it intact, and it looks pretty much like it did when they moved in here. So I think people need just to come and visit.
The generous donation of Olive Ashurst has given the citizens of Tipton a place to gather and learn, and it has become a cornerstone of the community. I'm Katie Franken, reporting from Missouri State University's Darr College of Agriculture.